On the blue planets, we inhabit a silent yet far, which increases in outclouding climate change. Climate change refers to the long-term alteration of climate states, covering change in meteorological elements such as temperature, precipitation patterns, and wind directions. It's not a simple weather fluctuation but a long-term and significant climate evolution change on a global scale. Over the past century, the global average temperature has risen by approximately 1.1. Behind this similarly small figure lies the harsh reality of accelerating glacier melting and rising sea levels. According to relevant data, the global sea level has risen by about 15 to 25 centimeters since 1900, and the rate of rise is still accelerating. This change endangers the survival of many coastal cities and island countries, and millions of people are at risk of having their homes submerged. Locally, the impacts of climate change are more direct and severe. In some red and semi-arid regions, precipitation has become increasingly scarce. Prolonged droughts lead to land desertification, crop failures, and famines. For instance, in the Sahel region of Africa, the drought cycle is getting longer, and countless families have to leave their homes in search of water and food. In other areas, extreme weather events like heavy rainfalls and floods occur frequently. In recent years, many countries in Asia and Europe have been hit by rare floods. Urban waterlogging and infrastructure damage have brought higher losses to local economies and people's lives. Climate change is no longer a distant concept. It's like an invisible giant hand tightly gripping the Earth, whether on a vast global scale or in the local areas around us. The threat its risks are imminent and urgently demand our attention and solutions.
I will introduce you to the causes of climate change. There are two main reasons. One is nature and another is man-made. First is about nature factors, changes in solar activity, volcanic eruptions, and other nature's phenomena can affect the Earth's climate systems. But in the current climate change, the influence of nature factors is relatively small. Next is the human factors. Greenhouse gas emissions. Since the industrial revolutions, the emissions of greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide from the extensive burnings of fossil fuels, such as coal, oils, and natural gas. It has increased sharply. Carbon dioxide emissions has continued to rise over the past few decades and are one of the main causes of global warming. Last is deforestation. Large-scale deforestation has reduced the absorption of carbon dioxide through satellite images. It can seem that the forest coverages in many tropical rainforest areas is decreasing nearby year. And also, it's important for the Earth's carbon balance. Okay, thank you.
Hello everyone. Next we will talk about the impact of climate change. In this area, climate change is no longer just a simple and broad concept. It is profoundly affecting the world we live in at this moment. Whether it is the natural ecosystem or the society we humans have built. First, let's look at the catastrophe that climate change is bringing to ecosystems. As a result of climate change, the habitat of many species has been affected. In most cases, climate change has a negative impact on the habitats of species, which will greatly reduce the habitat suitable for species, leading to extinction of a large number of species. Then let's talk about coral reefs in the ocean. Coral reefs used to be colorful, but now the waters are getting hotter and hotter, and the wild coral reefs are gradually bleaching. Coral reefs are very important for marine life. Many small fish and shrimp have lost their hiding places and feeding grounds after the bleaching of coral reefs, which has also led to a decline in the number of marine species. Look at the polar events. The glaciers in the polar regions are constantly melting, and the living spaces of the creatures living in the polar regions is getting smaller and smaller. From this video, you can clearly see the rapid melting of glaciers. The balance of the ecosystem has been severely disrupted. After talking about ecosystems, let's take a look at the impact on climate change on human society. Nowadays, extreme weather is becoming more frequent. There were floods, droughts, and powerful typhoons. Take a look at this photo. When the drought hits, much of the farmland is uncultivated. Not only will this delay farmers' work, but it may also lead to a reduction in our food supply and an increase in prices. In addition, this extreme weather events can damage our infrastructure. When a typhoon hits, houses are blown down and roads and bridges are washed away. It costs a lot of money to repair these damaged areas. We spend a lot of money on agriculture and the infrastructure repairs due to extreme weather, which has a huge impact on the economy. Furthermore, climate change is also having a huge impact on our health. Air pollution is a widespread problem in some cities, severely affected by heavy industry, with climate change causing 7 million deaths from air pollution-related diseases each year, according to the World Health Organization. You can view it intuitively through this video on the right. Finally, let's hear from the Expert Climate Society. Dr. James Hansen said, "Climate change is happening much faster than expected, and we must act now." The environmental group Greenpeace also called for reducing carbon emissions is the key to tackling climate change. To sum up, the impact of climate change on ecosystems and human society is far-reaching and multifaceted, and it is an issue that requires global joint effort.
Energy transformation. First step is transforming our energy source. We must vigorously develop renewable energy like solar, wind, and water power, gradually reducing our reliance on harmful fossil fuel. This sustainable source offers clean and limitless that power our future without harming the planet. Improving energy efficiency. But that's not enough. We also need to use energy more efficiently by promoting energy-saving technologies in industry, construction, and transportation. We can significantly reduce energy consumption and waste. Small changes like use energy-efficient appliance or choosing public transport make a big difference. Fostering protection and restoration. Next, let's talk about forest, the lung of our earth. Protecting these ecosystems is essential. That means stopping illegal deforestation and invest in afforestation and restoration projects. Planting trees and reserving existing forests help absorb carbon dioxide, protect biodiversity, and ensure cleaner air for everyone. Lastly, let's embrace green travel, whether by biking, carpooling, or use public transport. Each step counts toward a healthier, more sustainable planet. Together, we have the power to drive this change. Let's choose renewable energy, protect our forest, and live greener for a better future. Thank you.
Summary points. Climate change is a serious global issue caused by various man-made and natural facts, and has had extensive and profound impacts on ecosystems and human society. Although some response measures have been taken, all countries around the world still need to work together and intensify their actions. Question or call to action. If we do not take more active and effective measures to deal with climate change, what kind of fate will our planet face in the future? Everyone can start from small things in daily life, such as saving energy, reducing waste, and supporting environmentally friendly products to contribute to responding to climate change. Otherwise, we will face more serious consequences, such as more species extinction, more frequent and more severe natural disasters, and social and economic instability.